Hey friends, do you know who am I? I am Mother India. You know, I have different kinds of people living in me who lives in different landforms, take up different occupation, follow different religions, speak different languages, have different cultures, who practice different dance forms, etc., but yet live united. Do you want to know more? Listen to your teacher. See you.
Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the class. Today, we are going to see a new topic which is understanding diversity. What do we mean by diversity? Right. For example, in my area, in my street, we speak Telugu and our neighbors speak Tamil. And some of our neighbors speak Telugu and some of our neighbors also speak Hindi. But we all live in the same street, not only talking in different languages, speaking different languages, but differing in religion, differing in the food we eat, differing in the way we dress. All these talks about diversity, which is we may differ in every aspect of life, but we all belong to the same land, but we all live together. This is known as diversity. Diversity is nothing but we come from a different backgrounds. We belong to different cultures. We worship in different ways. Yet we live together. This is known as diversity. We will now study the diversity in India under the following headings. So the first one is landforms and lifestyle diversity. As we have studied in the previous class, we know that there are different landforms. Do you all remember? I hope you all remember it. Yes. So we have learned about the first, second, and third order landforms, under which we have learned about mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, valleys, and etc. So these are the different landforms. We don't have only one type of landform, but we have different types of landforms where people take up different occupation, where people live in different ways. That is what we call it as landforms and lifestyle. For example, people who live in plains take up what occupation? Agriculture. And people who live up in the mountains, they take up cattle rearing. And the people who live near the coastal areas take up fishing. So, here, based upon the landform, people's lifestyle also differs. So, this is what called as diversity in landforms and lifestyles of people. So the next one is social diversity. A community is a place where people live together with a common interest or heritage. So our community is made up of peasants. Peasants are none other than farmers, laborers, artisans, teachers, doctors, parents, students, etc. So all these people, for a comfortable livelihood, communities depend on each other. So, this is what we call it as social diversity. And the next one is family and society. We know that a family is the basic unit of the society, where there are two types of families. One is nuclear family, and the other one is joint families. So, families lives in harmonious neighborhood. Hundreds of neighborhoods collectively form a village, which we all know. Thousands of neighborhood form a group, which we call it as a city. So the needs of people and interdependence of communities for amenities such as water, food, electricity, education, housing, and so on bring us together to live in harmony. Though we are diverse in our cultural practices, we are united and interdependent socially. Children, we may be independent, but we are interdependent on each other. Can you say that any of you have never sought any help from your neighbor? Or any of you didn't even help your neighbors? We cannot say yes, because in one way or the other, we were interdependent on each other. So it didn't have a stop there, yet it will follow till we die. So we are interdependent on each other. The next one is religious diversity. So if we take our class, in our class, some of them are Christian, some of them are Hindu, some of them are Muslims, isn't it? So in one class, we can see so many differences in religions. So many are following different religions. So our constitution declares India to be a secular country, which we all know. So we have freedom to choose our own religion, in which all religions are treated equally. The freedom of religion is our fundamental right. India is a birthplace of many religions and has become the home of many others. So some of the religions which are followed in India are Christianity, Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam. So all these are different religions followed in India. So India is a land of festivals. So people, according to their religion, they also follow different festivals. Christians celebrate Christmas, Hindus celebrate Deepavali, Ayudha Puja, Ganesh Chaturthi, and all this. And then Muslims celebrate Ramzan, Bakrid, and so on. So, like this, people who belong to different religions also celebrate different festivals. So, these denote the cultural diversity of India. So, the next one is linguistic diversity. As I've told you already, we all don't speak in the same language, isn't it? So, we know that our friends speak in, some of us friends speak in Telugu, some of our friends speak in Tamil, some speak in Marathi, some speak in Hindi. So, we all live in the same land, but we speak different languages. So, just because of the Britishers who came to India 300 years ago, before the independence, the English language gained prominence in India. Now, English has become an important language and a medium of instructions in school and colleges too. It is widely used in official communication and daily life. Though Tamil is the oldest Dravidian language. So we have some of the ancient languages in India. And the next one is cultural diversity. What do you mean by cultural diversity? It is nothing but the culture of a group of people is reflected in their social behavior and interactions. The group identity fostered by social patterns is unique to a group. Art and architecture are an integral part of every community. It develops as a part of culture and tradition of a community. So each and every state has its own artistic expression and unique ways. The next one is popular dances in India. In India, we don't have only one form of dance. We have different forms of dances, isn't it? So in Tamil Nadu, we have Bharatanatyam. So in Kerala, Kathakali is the dance form practiced. And in Andhra Pradesh, Kuchipudi, Odisha, Odissi. In Manipur, Manipuri is the dance form practiced. And in North India, Kathak is practiced. And in Assam, Kshatriya is the dance form practiced. So we can see many dance forms practiced in India. Right. So we have seen many diversities in India, isn't it? So diversity in landforms, diversity in lifestyles, diversity in language, diversity in religion, diversity in festivals. Though we are diverse in each and every aspect of life, we all live in the same land with the same patriotism. When it comes to all national festivals like Independence Day, Republic Day, Gandhi Jayanti, we all come with the same spirit. We all unite with the same spirit. Though we all belong to different cultures, though we all differ in many things, we all unite with the same spirit when it comes to the patriotism. We all have the same love towards our country. We all live in the same country, which is why we call unity in diversity. Even though we diverse in many things, in each and every aspect of our life, we all united together. So, aren't you feeling so proud to be an Indian? I feel so proud to be an Indian. What about you? Think of it, feel proud, and stay proud. See you all again in the next class, children. Until then, take care. Bye bye.